Hello, my name is Solis and I will be talking about muscle interactions from Activity 2. I will be explaining how a muscle's action is determined by how it crosses a joint. Remember that muscles do not work alone. They work in groups to complete movements. These groups will allow the ability for one group to change the action of another group. These opposing groups are usually pairs of agonist and antagonist muscles. I will explain the meaning of these two key words, amongst others, next. An agonist muscle, aka prime movers, activate and complete the movements of a muscle. An antagonist muscle opposes the movements that an agonist muscle creates, which can help control or slow the movements. A fixator muscle stabilizes one part of the body so that another part of the body can continue moving. Synergistic muscles either perform or help to perform the same set of movements as agonists. Now that we understand these key terms, I can explain how a muscle's action is determined by how it crosses a joint. When a muscle crosses over the anterior side of a joint, it can produce flexion. An example of this would be the pectoralis major. The pectoralis major anteriorly crosses over the glenohumeral joint, allowing the entire arm to flex. When a muscle crosses over the posterior side of the joint, it can produce extension. An example of this would be the latissimus dorsi, which is the antagonist of the pectoralis major. The latissimus dorsi posteriorly crosses over the glenohumeral joint, allowing the entire arm to extend. When a muscle crosses over the lateral side of a joint, it can produce abduction. An example of this would be the deltoid. The deltoid laterally crosses over the glenohumeral joint, allowing the entire arm to abduct. When a muscle crosses over the medial side of a joint, it can produce adduction. An example of this would be the teres major, which is the antagonist of the deltoid. The teres major medially crosses over the glenohumeral joint, allowing the entire arm to adduct. And that's it! I hope you enjoyed the video.